Athletes, welcome back. We've got another wonderful day of fitness for you. This one is gonna be deceptively hard. It's a couplet. So we got our X jumps with a jump or no jump, whichever difficulty you pick, and then we got sit-ups coming your way. It's 2 movements, it's a lot of fitness. We got Lily, we got Philip, and we are ready to get warmed up with you. Athletes, your warm-up is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are gonna be starting out with standing RDLs. So you're gonna take those hands and put them on your legs, and you're gonna do exactly what we're about to. In 2, 1, take those hands and start to slide them down your legs until you feel that back begin to round out, and then you're gonna stand, I wanna say aggressively, but do it with purpose. So when we get down to that position, we're gonna squeeze our glutes and stand back up. We are loading our hamstrings, our glutes, all of our posterior chain to get ourselves ready for those X jumps with a jump or no jump, because we got to reach down and touch an object or touch the floor. And I want to make sure that those hamstrings are ready to fire when we get into those, because you guys are going to bring the intensity on today's workout. Next, we're going to go ahead and relax, and we are going to standing snow angels. So our standing snow angels, you're going to get into this position and do your best impersonation of a W. I want you to reach up to the ceiling like this. Now take those thumbs, point them out, and I want you to come down. Bring them back up. Your thumbs are always leading your hands. So change that direction of those thumbs. And the goal here is that we're gonna try to make ourselves reach the far walls as closely as we can. I'm gonna make Lily go up. She's gonna come down. No. Snow angel, Lily. Have you never done a snow angel? There we go. Out to the sides. Now she's gonna come back up and finish her snow angel. And there we go. Now do your snow angel back up. There we go. Yes. And then back down. But I need you to reach. There's no W here. That was just our starting position. So next what we're gonna do is that we're going into our alternating V-ups. We're gonna go down to the bottom. I told her to have a hard time with those because you're gonna see how much she improves when we get back to them. Alternating V-ups. You're gonna take your opposite hand to your opposite foot, and I want you to come up, and we're just gonna go back and forth here. I know how many reps we're gonna be doing. I'm not gonna tell you yet because I want you to have that anticipation. It's like the build up in the Sixth Sense. You don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll give you the spoiler afterwards. So keep going for me. I just want you to get some quality reps here. We got Philip doing his karate chops to his knee, so you can change the range of motion here however you need to. Philip is gonna be doing quarter sit-ups in the workout. We've got Lily doing strict and arm-assisted sit-ups in the workout, and we'll show you what both of those look like in just a moment. Go ahead and stand up, athletes. We're gonna go back into these RDLs now, but with these RDLs, we're gonna take a single hand and we're gonna reach down and try to touch that floor if we can, and then stand. So this is the first portion of our X jump, no jump, and we're just alternating those hands going down, still feeling these hamstrings and these glutes load up, and switch, and squeeze those glutes at the top. Next, we are going back into everybody's favorite. We got snow angels back your way. We're doing a close-up on Lily because she's gonna show us exactly what these look like. Hands go to the top. We turn our thumbs out. We come out to the sides and reach. And then we come back up for our snow angel. And then once we get to that portion, we come back out to the sides and we're still snow angeling. I told you she could do these. She's a fantastic actress. Made it look like she had no clue what we were doing, but she picked it up in the second round. So you guys can follow along. We're gonna do one more here. We are reaching, back up to the top. And then I want you guys down on the ground where you're gonna do your quarter sit-ups or strict sit-ups. So for these, we got ab mats, but if you don't have an ab mat at home, you can take a towel, roll it up, and put it under your low back. Philip is gonna sit back, and he is gonna use his hands going to those knee sleeves to get his range of motion here. Lily is gonna go through her sit-ups, and hands either go across the chest or by your ears, but we are looking to make sure that we get full extension at the bottom. So the big thing for Philip is that you guys can overuse your neck flexors here if you're keeping your head forward all the time. So think about letting that head come back as you sit back, and then you can bring up and get those shoulders off the floor to get that contraction in our abs. If Lily needs to change this up and put her hands into it, she can put her hands back, touch the ground behind her head, and throw them up to use the assistance to sit up. We're doing one more rep, and that is it. We are done with this warm-up. So I need you guys to put your cell phones on silent, get your minds ready, get your heart, get your soul, get everything ready for the fitness that is coming our way, because it is about to happen. See you in a minute. Athletes, the workout is here. We're starting in 10 seconds. You are getting to your place that you are doing your X jumps, so get that space cleared out. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Now for today's workout, it is very simple with what we're doing. You got 3 rounds on this. We are going 30 elevated X jumps for Philip, and we're going 30 X jumps with that jump for Lily. On this, you're gonna count every single rep that you do as a rep. So that means that when you're counting your total, that hand goes up in the air, that's 1 rep. The other hand goes up in the air on the next rep, that's 2 reps. It's 15 on each side. When we get done with that, we are going into our sit-ups. We got strict sit-ups for Lily, and we're gonna have her alternate back and forth between strict and arm assisted, and then we're gonna have Philip doing quarter sit-ups. So with this, your intensity is gonna be a moderate pacing throughout. I would like to see the same pacing on these X jumps that you establish in round number 1, and round number 2, and round number 3. When we get into those sit-ups, that is gonna be the hard part of this workout because you got 90 total sit-ups in this, which can be a lot. So we're gonna think about when we go through those, I want you to make sure that you're breathing out as you sit up and we keep that same intensity. Don't start out too hot to where you end up having to slow down a little bit later. I want you to start at that 2nd, 3rd gear, if you got 6 gears in your gear shift, and we're gonna maintain all the way through. We got Philip going on to his quarter sit-ups. He's adjusting because we want no strawberries today. If you don't know what strawberrying is, it's when you rub against the ground and then you don't realize that you've rubbed a raw patch in your low back until you take a shower. It's the worst. It is the worst. It also looks like a strawberry. So that's where the term comes from, if you needed your fact for the day. We got Lily under her strict sit-ups. When she's going through those, she's making sure that she's getting full extension, which she's doing a great job of. The purpose of the ab mat is to get full extension and full range of motion when we go through that. If we don't have an ab mat behind us, the tendency that we have is that we'll go back and we'll still stay in this flexed position. So this is mimicking the same or a similar range of motion that you would see on a GHD sit-up. It's not gonna be the full GHD range of motion, but it's getting us closer to that so that we can replicate something that we can do at home. Again, like I said in the warm-up, if you guys don't have an ab mat at home, you should order one because they're a great tool to have. You can put them in your carry-on if you want, but you can use a rolled up towel and put it under your low back for a replacement ab mat. We've got both athletes working through their 30 reps, and Philip is done with that first round. He gives a competitive stare down to Lily. Lily's not making eye contact because she knows that she is gonna blast through this 2nd round. She's just letting Philip get comfortable in this workout. We got 2nd round for Philip. We got Lily doing her sit-ups, and at any point, if Lily wants to change to using those arms to sit up, she is welcome to. She's going strict sit-ups on this first round, and on that 2nd round, I'm gonna ask her to go arm assisted. So if you guys need to change up that intensity a little bit, you're welcome to. We got Philip doing his elevated X jumps with no jump. Now we have a couple difficulty levels that we can do here. What Philip's doing is gonna be level 1, so we're reaching to that object that's between us. And if you got a limited range of motion, this object can be as high as you want it. You can put a taller box there and you can reach to that box. It's just, we want you guys to make this challenging for yourself. When we go through this, we're reaching up overhead. Now, if Philip wants to increase the difficulty, and we talked before this, we're not going to level 2 on this, but we can reach and then we can go up onto our toes, or we can add a small jump. It is completely up to you how you do it today, so you pick your adventure and you pick the fitness that you're gonna be doing today. And don't think that you're doing less than just because you do level 1 or you do level 2. Your fitness needs to meet you, this workout needs to meet you where your fitness is today. We're gonna push ourselves a little bit, but I don't want you to push so hard that you have to slow down in this workout. The name of the game for today is consistent intensity all the way across. So we got Lily finishing up her X jumps with that jump. We got Philip onto his quarter sit-ups. And when we're doing those sit-ups, we wanna think about exhaling. So we do a quick breath out when we sit up, and then get that air when you're nice and open at the bottom of the sit-up. Lily is on the tail end of this 2nd set of X jumps with a jump, and then she is gonna get right into those sit-ups. And again, on this round, Lily is gonna go arm assisted. So this is the traditional ab mat sit-up that you'll see. She's gonna touch the ground behind her head, and then she is going to sit up. Now, I'm gonna close up on Lily right now, not to give her all the attention, because I don't wanna make her nervous when she's like working her way through this workout, but she's doing a great job of getting shoulders past her hip crease. When we do our sit-ups, if we get into that position where we all know how to cheat that range of motion, and I'll even get down and show this one, if I go back and I touch the ground, you're not doing yourself any favors by trying to get your toes closer to your body. If my shoulders aren't past my hip crease, then it does not count. This is a full rep. I touch those toes just as like added insurance that I'm getting all the way to that range of motion. So we got Philip, calm, cool, and collected, going into his third round. We got Lily throwing those arms into this movement. Now, we can increase the intensity by adding the arms because her cycle time increases, but we're making the movement easier because we're adding that momentum of our arms into it. So there's a little bit of a trade-off. You guys can mix it up however you want to. You can do some strict, you can do some arm assisted. It is your choice there. But Philip is on to round number 3. Lily is right behind him. And you know, with round number 3, I'm gonna ask you guys to pick that intensity up. So we're gonna move a little bit faster on this one than we have in the previous rounds. Lily is going to catch up to Philip on this round. We know that she is. She's got it in her mind. She's nice and calm, cool, collected there. She's gonna work her way all the way through, and she's gonna pass Philip on these X jumps, no jump. Is that right? Or X jumps with a jump? You got me, Lily? Yeah? Oh, yeah, she does. There we go. She was in the zone, and like, I had to pull her out of it. Get back in the zone. Let's go. There we go. We got Philip. He's smiling because he knows he's got a comfortable lead on this, but we're going to see if Lily can increase that intensity. We're turning up the heat a little bit. We got that simmer going on the water that's on the stovetop. We got to bring it to a boil now. This is our last round, so I want you guys to push and give me everything that you have here. We kept it nice and steady. We were in that cruising lane on the interstate for those first 2 rounds. Now it's wide open and we want to push, 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 and let's get the rest of these reps in. I want this to be your fastest round. So continue to work here. I want you to get everything in. We got 90 of all these movements today, which it sounds like a lot when you put it all together, but when we're breaking it up into these sets of 30, it's a little bit more manageable. That's bite-sized fitness for us so that we can add to the bigger whole. We got Lily flying on these sit-ups now. Philip is stepping on the gas on these quarter sit-ups because he knows that Lily is right on his tail. And this is gonna be the last round that we got. So whatever you have here, I need you guys to give me these sit-ups, find that new gear, still focus on using the momentum of your arms if you're doing regular sit-ups. If you guys are doing the strict sit-ups, utilizing that breath of breathing out when we sit up and breathing in when we're fully open is gonna really help you with that pacing and engaging that core. Both of our athletes are on their last set of 30 reps here, and then we are done for the day. So obviously, if you can't tell already, the core and the abs are gonna be the focus on this one, so it is tough, but Philip comes out of it with a smile on his face. Philip, show him that beautiful smile. And there we go. And we got Lily finishing up here. So if you guys are still working, oh, Lily's done too. If you guys are still working, a little hands up for Lily. If you guys are still working at home, which it's completely okay if you are, finish all those reps. Don't stop just because we finished up here. Philip, wonderful job. Lily, fantastic job. Athletes, wonderful job today. We got your cool down coming up next, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Athletes, I say it every time, but I got to because you guys did a fantastic job on today's workout. We know that we got that core fired up. We got that posterior chain fired up. You brought the fitness, we brought the workout. Now, if you liked what we did today, we would love to have you back. Whether this is your first time or your 15th time, because I'm increasing that number because I know a couple of you are showing up for these workouts every day, but you're still not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community. This is not an ad. This is not anything that I'm trying to get you to buy something that's not worth it. Start your 7-day free trial to the Mayhem Athlete community today so that you can jump in with a group of like-minded athletes that will encourage you along your goals all the way to just being a better, fitter version of yourself each day or making it all the way to the competition floor. Whatever your goals are, we've got a program that will fit your needs and your lifestyle and the time availability that you got. Because sometimes you don't have 5 minutes to work out, but we got workouts that can get you there. So join us today. We would love to have you, just like we like having you in these workouts. Now, the cool down is listed over Lily. It's right here somewhere. Stick around, take care of that cool down because your body just took care of you, so you got to take care of your body. And as always, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.